everyone, it's JB from Re-Love-It Furniture. And so today I'm going to paint this nightstand, so a little bit behind what I'm going to be doing. So about a week ago I did a live video with a wonderful lady. She's hilarious, way funnier than I am. Her from She Paints, Kristen. And so when we were painting, I had a big dresser and I wasn't able to finish it. So today I'm going to actually break it down of what, from beginning steps to ending steps. So I have Mineral Spirit this, I have 220'd it to kind of give it a rough texture. You don't have to do it. So before we actually went live the other day, we talked about hardware. I had taken off the hardware when I did my other piece, but today, keeping on the hardware. So we are going to paint this step by step. And then later, if you want, jump off our YouTube and go to our Facebook, and we're going to do a live video of waxing. So me and her are going to get back on and do it. So Turquoise Iris is the name of the lady, of the technique that we're using. So we'll be using a spray bottle. So as we go, we'll play along. So maybe I'll do it right, maybe I won't. So please stay around, stick around, and then we'll break it down piece by piece. So I have already mixed my paint, so we used Annie Salone Florence and the Provence by Annie Salone. So She Paints uses DIY, which is a fantastic clay-based paint. This is a chalk-based paint. So that is what we're going to do. So so normally we spray, and so yesterday I created this mixture and then I left it in my spray gun instead of getting a bowl out. And also I'm using an Annie Salone paintbrush. So I hope everyone is having a great day. So we're just going to get started. I'm going to paint as we go. Big thing is kind of paint towards the grain. A lot of people don't tell you that. So if the grain is going up and down, go up and down. You don't want to go the grain different. And also what you do one side, you should do that on the other side too. So we're just going to put a first coat on. So I am no scientist by no means, but so what chalk paint is a calcium base, so it dries faster, it adheres to stuff rather than latex paint. I get a lot of questions, do we use latex paint? We've used it a couple of times. We just like the way Annie Salone paint works, just the finish of it. So it has a self-leveler where, like a DIY and all that, to my understanding, they don't have a self-leveling. So really I'm just putting a thin coat layer, and you'll notice when refinishers do their first coat, it's not pretty. So really we're just getting a layer of paint on here. So I've done the mixture, I'm just doing a light coat, and we'll kind of go around. So this is my mixing bowl. So we're normally outside. So I haven't hand painted really in a very, very, very long time. It's probably been over a year, maybe. So you really want to get the legs. Again, I'm going in the wood grain, so up and down here, and then here. So we're not making it perfect on our first coat because we're going to do kind of a blending. So as you notice, I did keep my hardware on, as I told you guys. It's your preference. It will stick to the hardware. We normally use Rust-Oleum for our hardware, but yesterday I was actually doing a dresser. It's custom for a lady, and I got to paint it, and we did like a powder glaze over it. So really, if you want I want a little bit of the wood color underneath it. This is I think my first YouTube video that I'm on. My husband did one the other day, so I appreciate you guys joining. Feel free to share it. Jump on our Instagram page. Whatever you feel good. So really just getting in the cracks. Again, going with the wood grain. So up and down. So first coat doesn't always look so pretty. You can always send us a message if you have any questions, comments, feedback. So just making sure I hit every corner. And again, we're using Annie Sloan chalk paint. Some people paint the insides of dress nightstands, some people don't. It's really preference. I always ask my customers when they buy something, hey, do you want me to paint the inside? Maybe a cool cream inside on this turquoise nightstand. Turquoise-ish blue, I guess. It's a custom mix. Yeah, so we made a joke on a live video because another girl asked me, so how do you know your mixtures of what you're doing? Well, it's like when I cook. I don't know. No, I know it's trial and error, but we've been doing it for a while, and we're just really getting into the teaching aspects of things. So I'm learning how to do the mixture of it. Well, not learning how to do the mixture, but teaching you guys on how to do the mixture. I kind of just know the technique of how to mix it and the water technique. So when I'm not adding any water to this, when we spray, we normally add water to kind of thin it. And yes, you can spray chalk paint. So see how I'm giving a little detail on the cracks in the wood? It's still staying in the same action. So this is nightstand is already transforming. It was a beautiful solid wood hickory. So we like to use solid wood pieces. Just making sure you guys can see what I'm doing. Staying in the camera. Again, make sure you get the feet underneath. Another trick when you're doing nightstands is you can flip the nightstands over, do the feet and underneath first, making sure you hit every spot. So I'm not doing a super thick coat. And I apologize if you guys hear, I have two little ones upstairs and they are making a lot of noise. So if you hear thumping, I apologize. It is, Texas never gets that cold, but right now we're getting in the freezing digits. So my husband is from the East Coast. He is my business partner. So he's used to the cold. We lived there for about 6 years. My first year there, I had like 12 inches of snow. I was all by myself because he was still in the military overseas. He is a veteran, so that's an amazing thing. He was able to travel around. I was a military brat. I guess that's a terminology. I think I can say that. So yeah, we were able to go. So again, about the cold weather, Texas is getting there. It's supposed to be like 12 degrees today, so that's why I figured, hey, I haven't painted in a while. Hand painted. We do a lot of spray, so we have about 10 to 20 dressers, maybe at one time. And why do we spray? It's easier to get more mass out, I guess we can say. Not that we want mass, we want everything to be perfect and unique. But it has a really, really pretty finish. And so later I'll show you guys kind of that technique of our spray. It just has a cleaner. So right now you can see kind of the paint strokes, which looks good. It kind of gives it an antique look. But with painting, spray painting, it gives it just a really nice sheen. So we're doing the top right now. Again, going into the wood grain. So my wood grain is going a long ways. It's not going up and down. So I went around the corners, left a little brown. Now we're going long ways. So I guess this is good to start my new year off, right? Starting YouTube videos so you guys can watch me do this stuff. So very little will go a long ways. Annie Sloan paint is a little bit on the expensive side, but I feel like it's worth it. And we are not sponsored by Annie Sloan. We have our own workshop from our home, so we only do custom work. We don't sell anything else currently besides furniture, but we're actually looking to expand. So you guys can follow us during our journey. So again, nice even coat. We've hit everything, our little areas, and so we're gonna let this dry for a good 30 minutes to 60 minutes, making sure it's hardening, and then we'll put another coat on it, and then there's gonna be a few extra steps after that. And then again, you can catch us on our Facebook page live, ask some questions, and we're gonna add some waxing to it. So thank you guys for coming. Have a great day.